We may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So what are we looking at today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Seems like once again, we're still in some sort of indecision. Like I keep telling you, I feel like it's starting to boil, or, you know, like the little bubbles when you're getting the pot going. It's feeling like that here in the cryptocurrency space. I'm hoping that it's going to be breaking to the upside, not to the downside. Starting to hear, you know, the same old out of tone base prices going down. A lot of other TA people are saying the price is going up. So which way is it going? Shake a magic 8 ball at this point, right? All right, but what do we got going on with the price? We got Bitcoin down 1.5%. Not really the biggest deal ever. Still holding on the other side of $6,000, coming in at 6,100 and some change. Looks like a lot of the altcoins are down a little bit, increasing the BTC dominance a tiny bit. But, you know, the market cap's under 250 billion. Not the greatest number ever. All right, so we got Ethereum coming in at $433. That's down 3.5%. Ouch, hurts a little bit. We got Ripple at 46.2 cents. That's down 3.1%. Let me see, what else we got? We got Ripple coming in here at 46.2 cents. That's down 3.1%. We got Bitcoin Cash getting closer and closer to that $700 line, coming in at 704. That's down 4.8%. I mean, none of these numbers are looking amazing. I mean, I guess a lot of people are thinking this is a great time to buy because these prices are really low. But if we break to the downside with Bitcoin, it's going to take a lot of these altcoins with it. All right, we got EOS. Look at this price, $7.71. That's down 3.9%. Not very many days that I've seen it under 10 bucks. Litecoin coming in at $78.54. Woo! That's down 2.7%. We got Stellar Lumis coming in at 18.4 cents. That's down 5%. Cardano at 12.5 cents. That's down 4.9%. And how am I doing on my Steam and Steamback dollars? Not good. $1.28. That's down 4.5%. And we got the Steamback dollar coming in at $1.06. That's down 5% as well. I mean, this is definitely one of those days. We got to stop looking at the price lately. I mean, we have to go back to the basics here. It feels like a lot, and get back to those, you know, fundamental reasons of why we got into Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Because, I mean, it's not been anything good with the price lately. So, all right. Well, we got Samantha hanging out with us here today in the chat.
Good morning, everyone.
So go ahead, shoot us those questions, pile it up in there, and let us know what you got going on. And after I run through the news here in a moment, we'll be getting back to those questions and seeing what, you know, what you guys got on your mind today in this cryptocurrency space. And I need some coffee today. All right, so what do we got going on with the news? Well, we're looking at BitPico. They were the people that went ahead and tested the Lightning Network, you know, put a strain on it to see if it could handle these things. And, you know, the Lightning Network's doing great. It did great during these tests. Now they're looking at it and they're going to be doing us another favor, and they're going to be going out there and testing the Bitcoin Cash Network. They're saying that Roger Ver may end up crying over the situation, but you never know. The stress test could prove to the benefit of Bitcoin Cash if it is capable of holding some of this. You never know. But they're looking at generating up about 5,000 nodes in the next 6 weeks, and you know, putting it to them, seeing what happens, see how it works out. But I mean, you know, we got to do these things in the cryptocurrency space. You can't go out there and make these accusations that your blockchain is going to do something without testing it and making sure that it's capable of these things. And, you know, 51% attacks and rollbacks and all that aren't going to be able to happen, I guess, unless you're consenting to them, as we've seen lately in some of our cryptocurrency markets. All right. So, I mean, what else do we got? Well, we got this atomic wallet out there. They're going ahead and adding Monero here in the next 2 weeks, and they're saying that within 2 months they're going to be able to atomic swap Bitcoin and Monero together for privacy. I mean, that's great. I mean, atomic swaps is like one of the next big things. We haven't really, I mean, we've heard about the first atomic swap that happened between, I think it was like Litecoin and Decred. That was a couple months back. That was like right after we got segregated witness going on a lot of these chains. And we needed that. We needed segregated witness to get the Lightning Network going, and the atomic swaps is going to be the next big thing. I think at this point, though, we kind of have to start figuring out which one of these altcoins are real and FUD and fake and, you know, have real value and liquidity to them, and which ones are out here as big money grabs. Then maybe it'll feel a little more comfortable doing some of these atomic trades, you know, that can happen on-chain, off-chain, and all these other different things. All right. So before I get here in the last story, I see Samantha's looking at the computer and signaling to me that there's something she might want to talk about. What do you got going on there, Sammy?
Oh no, we have Cornelius. We were just talking about you before this. He says,
I
"Hi,
was
my
debating
chicken
on whether or
loving
not to go
friends."
ahead and bring a chicken out here today because they were making a bunch of noise, and I was like, oh well, maybe Cornelius will be out there today and want to see a chicken.
The Rickus Rick is here.
Hey, buddy, how's it going? We were actually talking about you last night. Samantha was saying something about you and some solar panels and a Suburban or RV that you're living in.
Yes.
Kudos. I mean, that's awesome.
I was wondering how many people out there that listen to Eugene are like that intense and that into like innovative, because I mean, it would be really hard to live in a Suburban with just some solar panels. Like, a lot of people are not
equipped for those kinds of things. Yes, I know.
He asked if we checked out his Bitcoin shirt on his site. Okay, so Eugene went and fed the birds. After the show, I went to work. I came home and we started saying, oh crap, we never did. Literally, as soon as this show ends, I'm going to make him go to your site. He is going to post it on the video. Yeah. Swear.
But I do appreciate all you guys coming out here. I'm glad that this is getting a little personal here and there. It's kind of fun. I'm really enjoying that you guys have, become part of our lives as well. I hope that we've become part of your guys' lives. I'm really trying to continue with the consistency of this show. I won't be here for Saturday. I know it's a bummer because I was really liking the Q&As at the bonfire with an alcoholic beverage. But hey, family comes first, as always, I tell you guys.
Maybe you can do one on like Sunday or Monday night or something with John and you and me.
But I mean, so hey, we might have somebody else here who knows absolutely nothing about cryptocurrency that we can go ahead and torture and bring onto the show and, maybe fill his head with how this fiat cash isn't going to fulfill him in his life and that he needs to move over to our decentralized, deflationary currency that's going to save us all from their tyrannical oppressors.
Oh, Cornelius says that we should have a chicken mascot running around. They are not cooperative. They are running around before the show, after the show, super cute most of the day. And every time we try to make them do something, it doesn't seem to work because he's tried it with our chickens and our turkeys so far to actually have them be in the video.
The turkeys are a little more cooperative.
The Potheads Crypto is here and they say, hi, thank you for the videos. Scott Gable is here. He says, good morning, guys.
Hey, buddy. How's it going?
Oh, he installed solar panels on his old house. It can be done.
I know.
We want.
My last employer, he had solar panels, and was producing excessive amounts of power where he wasn't paying
he was
sort of an
feeding
electric
back to
bill
the company.
and was feeding back to the solar. And then they weren't even like on his house. They were just off on his land in on the barns.
Yeah, on the roofs of the barns, and yes.
But I mean, I know that I'll be getting there as well at some point. You have to take it little by little. And as I tell you guys, my compound is definitely under construction. I think we've been here all of 6 months now. And I mean, it was barely habitable when we got here, but you know me, I'm cheap as could be, so it's going to be a slow process because I'm trying to get that stuff for free. All right, so let's get back into our big story here that we're working on. Everybody wants to know about this one. I don't know how I feel about it personally, but everyone's talking about trans fees, these new exchanges that are popping up, and what they're doing is they're making their own token that's for the exchange. And when you go ahead and you pay your transaction fees for the trades that you're doing, they go ahead and they reimburse you within 24 hours with their token. And Binance isn't really liking it. I mean, they're down on it, but at the same time, it seems like it's definitely attacking their business model. Some people are saying that this is no different than an ICO. I mean, and some people are saying that it is. Some people are saying that it promotes bots out there. But we're seeing massive trading volumes coming out of these exchanges. So, I mean, what do I feel? I mean, I love anything that gets me free crypto. You guys know that. But at the same time, cryptocurrency exchanges have a lot of power in this space right now. And I mean, we've been coming across a lot of this with EOS. A lot of people have been talking about whether or not these exchanges that are holding everyone's EOS tokens have been using it to vote in the block propagators and stuff like that and manipulate the whole situation because it's a little more centralized than, you know, like Bitcoin is. So, you know, is this just another way of another exchange going about and manipulating the everyday user who just wants to pick up a little bit of extra Bitcoin to put their Bitcoin in their exchange? I mean, because we've seen a lot of, you know, we're starting to see some credibility out of a few of these exchanges where, you know, if they get hacked, you're getting paid back and they're not really washing up. I mean, I think we were looking at, was it BitHum or BitThumb or one of these exchanges had been here for 7 years. I mean, that's forever in the cryptocurrency space. So, you know, it's like, it's a fresh exchange. You never know what they're going to do. You never know what's going on. But hey, you know, when new stuff comes out, early adopters make the big money. It's definitely I mean, look at how Binance blew up so quickly. You know, I never jumped in on that stuff. By the time it seemed like I knew what was really going on over there with Binance, it was starting to get to be a little too late. I mean, I know a lot of people are saying it's not too late. Start picking up Binance tokens now. I'm not really buying nothing until I can see which way this market goes. I hit the brakes on everything at this moment. All right, Sam, we got anything in the chat? What are these people thinking about this exchange stuff? Has anybody actually used any of them? I know I had reported about Fcoin. I went over there and tried to sign up, and I mean, I got it going, and then the interface was very, not something I wanted to do. I didn't really want to go throw any crypto over there to keep messing with it. I definitely felt like I was going to lose it. I was having to translate everything. I had trouble logging in and had to mess around with it for a while. I haven't checked out these new ones that they're talking about, BitZ and Coinbene, Coinbene. I don't know how you pronounce that.
Yeah,
I'm real bad with names.
No, the Rick is talking about solar. He's saying he has $300 in his system. It's all used stuff. And he said solar and Bitcoin should be married somehow. Both get you off the normal grid.
A lot of people have been talking about getting those solar panels going in Africa and using those as Bitcoin mining. And I mean, I've also heard some ICOs where they put the solar panels in and the power that it produced pays you back based on, you know, the number of tokens you hold. Some of those ideals seem pretty cool because when you're buying the tokens, you're actually just like investing in solar panels in Africa.
Yeah, that one, I mean,
I don't know. It seems like solar power is a big problem. You know, people keep talking about how bad Bitcoin's consumption of power is. You know, we are monopolized by the local power companies because they could really produce power cheaply. It's just that they say that they don't want to eat up all the natural resources. But then at the same time, you know, the government is willing to invest so much money into, you know, like the war on drugs instead of finding, you know, better ways to produce power that don't hurt the environment. So, you know, the best thing you can do is reduce your power consumptions, in my opinion. I definitely try that here. Samantha thought I was a little crazy here at first, but we pretty much only run air conditioning in our bedrooms in the evening. And across the entire day, there is no air conditioning that gets ran in my house. I have fans and windows open and stuff like that. Sometimes it gets up to close to 90 degrees in the house. The humidity can get to be quite a bit, but our electricity bills are barely over $100 around here. Instead of when we were running the air conditioners all the time, we were topping out around $300 in the summer. Yeah. So
it was ridiculous.
You know, you get used to it. You know, it's part of tropical lifestyle, right? So what do we got going on in the chat?
We have the Rickus Rick saying, I've tried exchanges, but I use ATMs and face-to-face with better luck. Like look at Bitcoins and yeah.
See, the exchanges are all right, because if you're just a person who doesn't make trades very often, you don't usually put your money into the exchange. You just use like Shapeshift or, I mean, there's quite a few of them. I have them listed down below where it's like you go from your wallet straight into your wallet. Those work great. These exchanges, I mean, I find that the best advantages to them are people that are literally day trading, where every single day they don't even know what coin they're going to be in by the end of the day. Because like I tell you, these altcoins are like elevators that are going up and down, and they're just trying to hop onto the next elevator that's going up. Unfortunately, sometimes they take elevators going down, and that's when they're losing money. The other people I find that use these exchanges a lot are people who are really new into crypto and can't seem to figure out how to hold their own cryptocurrency safely. They like it in the exchange, so all they have to do is put in their password and then 2FA authentication. And they feel like that's a nice way to keep it because they trust other people more than they trust themselves with this technology. And we find this a lot with Coinbase. And that's, you know, part of the slowdown in the adoption of cryptocurrencies is, you know, that we have to make this stuff where people feel secure when they're holding it in their pocket, and not like having it in their pocket is a greater chance of somebody else being able to rip them off instead of leaving it in one of these third-party situations where, you know, us wiser people who really know cryptocurrency inside out know that that's more likely where you're going to get ripped off.
He says if we live near a river that's close, we'd be better off going hydroelectric. We have lakes. There's no actual like moving water. Oh, and he said, this is great. It's like you guys go live just to talk to me. Oh, the Rick is
hey, buddy, why not, right? That's funny. No, here in Florida, they do a lot of stuff with solar. If you can get in on some of these solar programs, they do tax rebates, which work out well. They also do investment programs where you're not the only person that pays in buying the solar panel. Because here in Florida, they have laws about going completely off the grid with the power. You have to hook into the regular power grid and backfeed your meter. So what happens a lot of times is that you're backfeeding your meter more than the power consumption you're using in the day, and that pays up the consumption that you use at night when your solar panels aren't working. And that way you pay a small bill for any sort of differences. But if you produce more power than what you consume, the power company does not pay you, which sucks. The best way around that is installing batteries to store your extra power.
That's what the boss, he was like, oh yeah, I mean, I'm giving them a whole, but they never, it's not like they have, oh, we're negative $27. Here's a check. Here's your credit.
It's all with time. I mean, we'll be coming off grid. I mean, I have quite the lengthy period of time that I broke these payments down to next to nothing just in case horrible things happen. So by the time this is paid off, I'm sure I'll be there.
All right.
That's it. All right, you guys. I really appreciate you guys coming out here and joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I got all kinds of links, tools, affiliation codes, all that good stuff listed down there below. I love you guys, man. I love doing these videos. I love getting in touch with you. I love this cryptocurrency community. And you know what? I mean, I know I have those videos out there with like 5,000 or 6,000 views, and that's really awesome. But it seems like now that we're down in the bear market, you know, everyone was talking about weeding out, you know, the big money. It seems like the community that's left here is amazing because we really appreciate this technology. We understand that every single day is not about, you know, dollar bills and all that materialistic stuff that a lot of people feed into. So thank you guys for having a cup of coffee with me. Check out all the links below. Come on over to Steam it, upvote my post, comment down below. I'll give you a few cents in Steam. I mean, it adds up. I mean, that's how I got to where I was at with it. What else do I got? Free help desk service, best tool I got. I mean, even if you guys just want to chit chat, shoot me those emails. It's eugeneforest20@gmail.com. If you can't spell it, it's down there. What else we got, Sam? That's about it?
I think so.
All right. You guys have a great day. Keep your Bitcoin safe.
Bye, guys.